Hi and a big welcome to Steve's Kitchen. Today we're going to have a bit of fun. We're going to make some Mars bar cupcakes. Now the idea behind these is you have that little Mars bar centre to them like a fondant. Absolutely delicious. You could do them with almost any bar, with a Snickers bar, with a Babe Ruth. So let me show you how to make them. Into a mixing bowl we're going to put a cup and 3/4 of plain all-purpose flour. I've got half a teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Then I've got half a cup of packed dark brown sugar, soft brown sugar that is, and 1/3 of a cup of just plain white sugar. I'm just going to use a spoon now to mix those together. So just loosely mix that, and then we're going to make a well in the centre, a little dip in the centre there, and we've got 2/3 of a cup of milk. We're just going to pop that in the centre, just whole cream milk. I've got 2 eggs broken, and I've got 150 grams of melted butter. That's about 5/8 of a cup of butter. We just pop that into the centre as well. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we're just going to take our spoon now and stir this through into a nice thick batter. So we've mixed that through to a nice thick smooth batter. And of course at this point one of the kids should be licking the bowl and licking the spoon. But if they're not around, the chef gets to do it. For this recipe we're going to be using 4 Mars bars, so let's get the wrappers off. So I want to cut each Mars bar into 6, so I'm going to cut in half, and then I'm going to cut each half into 3 pieces. So we've got 24 pieces of Mars bar, and I'm going to keep the 8 ends to decorate the tops, but I'll need another 4 pieces also for decorating the tops, so I'll pick the best 4 pieces out. The rest of these are going in the centre. So I'm just going to use a spoon to fill each cupcake casing about 1/3 of the way up. You can use the metal casings, but these silicone ones are really great if you can get hold of them. Now I'm just going to put those little pieces of Mars bar in the centre of each of these. So there you are, there's a little bit of Mars bar in the centre of each cupcake. So we now just take another little dollop of the cake mixture and pop it over the top of those Mars bars. And it's the Mars bars that's going to make that lovely little chocolate fondant centre that'll melt out when the cupcakes are cooked. Now we've preheated an oven to 180 degrees Celsius, that's 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So make sure that the Mars bars are completely covered. We're going to pop these in the oven and we'll cook them for about 15 minutes or so until they're lightly brown, and when you just touch the top of the cupcake they should just spring back up. So I'm just going to show you quickly how to make a cream cheese topping. This is optional, you could just use fresh cream, but I've got 4 ounces of cream cheese which I'm just softening in a bowl. That's about 125 grams of cheese, and then into that I'm going to add 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, or icing sugar depending on what you call it. And we're going to mix that in nice to a nice smooth paste. So when you're almost creamed it together, we'll put a teaspoon of vanilla essence into that. Thoroughly mix that through. And a little grated lemon zest. Again, this is optional, but it adds a lovely zing to the cream cheese. So there you have it, a lovely lemony cream cheese frosting or topping that we're going to pipe onto the top of our cupcakes. So now once your cupcakes are out of the oven, we let them cool down a little bit, and then we're going to take our icing bag and just pipe. Now if you haven't got an icing bag, you can always just use a teaspoon. We're just going to pipe a little dollop on top of the cream. Then we're going to take those little bits of Mars bar we had left over, and we're just going to lay them in there. And look, doesn't that look delicious? Let me just show you a second one there. We just pop the cream cheese on top. Little knot, and then take our little bit of Mars bar and just bury it in there. And now let's just cut that through the middle and have a look what's happened in the centre. Look at that, guys, you've got the melted Mars bar in the centre there, you've got this lovely fondant on the top. And we are going to have a taste test, so let's go for it. I'm just going to give one of these a try for you guys now. And that's what happens when you try to eat the Mars bar off the top. Too much of a mouthful. A lot of fun, guys. They taste absolutely delicious. There's even that little bit of lemon in there with the cream cheese. It's great. Try these one with the kids. Try them without the kids. Enjoy. I'll see you in the next video. Hi guys, and welcome to Steve's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a classic cheesecake rather than a baked cheesecake. This is a set cheesecake. My mother used to make this many years ago, and it's got a really lemony, zesty flavour to it. So let's have a look at the ingredients now.